Hello guys, Team Jex Media is here. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get started with animation. I just want to share with you guys a very important video today. This process is very important, especially for you who are starting out animation. This process is very important in such a case that it will help you either to create a poor looking movie or a good looking movie. So we're going to look at the three major processes to follow for you to achieve a good animation. After this, I will show you what the processes are and we'll get started right away. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, share. So strictly I will talk about them step by step, and I'll try to explain. Number one, the first process that we have is pre-production. In pre-production, the first step that you have to take is planning. And planning, you have to plan carefully. You have to know your audience, the target of your movie. At first, before you do anything, the first thing you're going to do is script writing. Script writing, this is where you write your movie, the story, what the story is going to be about, why the story, how the ending will be. Probably it's just self-explanatory. And the best example of script writing is in Zambia. The best example that I can give about script writing is MAVUTO comics. MAVUTO comics by TECHNO boy. You can check out his page, Facebook page. It's a good way of script writing. So secondly, we're going to talk about model sheets. Model sheets here, this is where you draw out or print out the characters, vehicles, pretty much anything that you want to be in the movie. You don't have to necessarily draw. If you're not a good drawer, you can search for good references, but these references help out when trying to model. No professional has ever worked on a project without having these model sheets. As you saw in that video that we were looking at, the video that we're creating a soda can, we used a model of the soda can that we captured. So at number two, in pre-production, we have storyboarding. Storyboarding, this is where now you take the dialogues, you write the dialogues and everything that you've prepared, the drawings and what you've printed out, everything that you've planned, you just put them into a sequence, like in a scene, pretty much how you want the movie to go, like the stages. You just block out the main stages of a scene with the model sheets and the script. So we're going to talk about the big picture. Production. In production, this is where you now get your model sheets and get to use them for modeling, UV and unwrapping. Modeling is just simply taking the model sheet and using it to create a 3D object. This is an example of us modeling a soda can. You can follow these tutorials in my link. Again, I'll use the same one. The second step is UV unwrapping. UV unwrapping is simply taking the maps for texturing and preparing the maps for texturing and texture painting. Sometimes it's not necessary to UV unwrap some of these objects, as in UV unwrapping is very important in when creating characters, as it requires more attention and details. And at number three, we have rigging, texture painting and texturing. We've talked about it. Rigging, this is where you give the object bones. You can rig pretty much anything, starting from a car, a vehicle, an animal, characters, trees, anything, pretty much anything that you want to move. Rigging is just simply giving it bones so that you can manipulate it as a puppet. And after rigging, there is animation. That's where now you can give the character movement, make anything move. And number 5, we have lighting. This is where now you get to showcase your object, your project, anything, pretty much anything that you worked on, so that it can look realistic as possible as it can look. After lighting, there is rendering. This is just process of now exporting what you have created, etc. Okay, so lastly, we're going to talk about post-production. In post-production, this is where you're going to composite your video and do some sound editing, sound designing, sound effects. This is a point where you have to synchronize your voice, the sound effects to the video or the animation that you've created. And video editing, video effects, this is where you're going to do visual effects, color grading, video editing, adding some things that wouldn't be added in the animation. Thank you very much for watching. This is Team Jax Medias.